20 episodes later, and it has been 1 year.
That's crazy.
1 year. Let's give a clap to ourselves. Come on. Heavy. That's it. I don't know.
Yeah, that's a bit.
Yeah, you sound
a bit weird.
You sound very excited.
You're like heavy.
And now we're stopping the podcast forever.
Thank God.
Do you want to stop it? No, of course not. Of course not.
I need to have my free coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Free. It's me that pays every time.
Correct.
Me that pays every time. So, since we started, we have accumulated a total of 20,267 views. Yeah, that deserves a clap.
Heavier, harder.
So, first of all, let's talk about how it's gone. So we started this to sort of, I don't know, just be ourselves, basically, whilst talking about current things that happened. And is there anything you think either of us, anything we've said that you look back on and think was too far?
Ooh, I think maybe me.
I can think of a few things.
Yeah, I know you can. You said some shocking things.
Yeah.
I think the only bad thing I think I've said is when I was making joke when I went fire with the whole thing.
Oh, this clip. All right, what is going on in Los Angeles at the moment? What's happening, man?
Fire! No.
Well, I can think of something else you said.
Something else I said?
Yeah.
What I said?
We were talking about the Juice WRLD album cover. I would have preferred that.
Yeah.
I would have preferred that. That would have been much better. He would turn in his grave if he saw this. It's just...
He just splatters my money.
Uh-huh.
Wait, had he died?
Right, that's terrible.
I'm so sorry.
Ah!
Did you keep that in there?
I kept that in there.
That's terrible. Right, so everything I say is a joke. I don't mean it.
Of course, joke. Listen, you have laughs in life over bad things, and you're never going to get through it, innit?
Exactly.
That doesn't mean we hate the people. Of course we don't. We love Juice WRLD. Fucking love Juice WRLD. He's amazing, absolutely amazing. He was an amazing artist, and obviously it was so sad when he died. So you like to see, the good in it, the life in it. When I die, I want people to be making memes about me. I want people to be laughing about how I died.
Yeah.
I don't want people, crying, even though that is inevitable.
Yeah.
I don't want people crying, but all right. What about me?
I'm crying.
Yeah. What?
Great. I think you said a load of things that are bad.
Yeah. One thing I do look back on, to be honest, I got the context wrong when we were talking about it. We were talking about foreigners.
What's the context?
The context. I didn't exactly give it any context.
I was talking about foreigners, and I started hating on them, and I said they should all go away.
No. I what did I say? I said I made a joke about them corner shops.
Yeah. If you took all the foreigners out of this country, then a lot of
shops.
Huh? Fucking idiot. Dickwad.
Yeah. Although, but I thought we were talking about legal foreigners, which I'll always make jokes about because I think it's bad. But like actual foreigners, I do want to. I want to.
This is Charlie.
I want to clear up.
Try not to get cancelled.
No,
I'm joking. And there's no such thing.
There's no such thing as being cancelled, is there? There's cancelled is just a bunch of people don't like you. That's it. That's what being cancelled is, isn't it? Fucking cancelled is a fucking joke.
You should get cancelled for that, though.
Come on.
Stop.
Do you know the amount of things that have been said that are worse than that? By comedians, by people, Yeah. There's people who actually don't joke about it. They actually say they want people to die, and they actually say they don't want foreigners and all in. There's me making jokes about it. I don't get why people get offended more over jokes than people actually saying those words.
What I mean,
and I just don't get it. But there's that. I also made a joke about an abortion once.
Did you? What'd you say?
Do you remember that? You remember when I had my wallet stolen? I bought it because there is no hope for kids who live in Harvard West. There is no hope. And then
the kids should have been aborted.
Well, I didn't say that. Well, I think I did say that. Yeah, actually.
I don't think that's too bad.
Yeah, no, that ain't too bad. I mean, obviously, I don't fucking mean it, do I? I don't think every mother in Harvard West should have their kid aborted. It was just
you would have had one wallet back, so.
I was funny. I just think it was I just think kids in Harvard West are little twats.
Should be aborted.
I just think they're twats because one of them. I just think they're all twats because one out of the fucking thousands that live there decided to steal my wallet. So, yeah, but that might have been a bit too far in some eyes, but I don't really care. To be honest, the things we've been called out upon are like the least offensive things.
What have we been called out on?
Well, I had one woman having a go at us for the way we were talking about Yoko Ono when we were talking about the Beatles movies that are coming out in a few years.
Yeah.
I had a woman saying, "Oh, well, she's done all this, she's done all that. You didn't say any of this." And I just said, type in Yoko Ono, see what comes up. First thing that comes up, and it's a video of her screaming.
Yeah.
And, you know, I just said, obviously I didn't know she did all these things, because the first thing that comes up when you type up her name is a video of her screaming at an art gallery. So, recently, our most viewed episode, by the way, was the last one where we were talking about the Charlie Kirk assassination and Jimmy Kimmel being cancelled and all that. He's back on telly now, so yeah, inevitably. But yeah, I had people in their comments in that video.
Yeah.
I had one saying that Charlie Kirk was a bully.
Okay.
Yeah, Charlie Kirk was a bully.
Okay, if you get bullied in school, do you shoot them in the neck?
Of course
it's the
not.
most stupid fucking thing I think I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, I said,
do you go up to them in school, as a kid with a gun and then shoot them in the neck because they're a bully? No. I still stand on this, The person who killed Charlie Kirk, why couldn't he have gone and killed someone who actually did something to traumatize, like rape someone? Why couldn't he have killed someone who actually did something?
He's mental.
Like, yeah, he spoke and it was verbal stuff, but come on, let's be fair.
You know, I mean, I hope now that, because I know other people do those college debates as well, like Myron Gaines, for example, who's another person who I can't stand. I think he's an idiot. I think he's an absolute idiot. But I only hope he takes proper precautions in the future when he does those college debates, because
I wouldn't. This is what is how crazy the world's going. You've got to be so careful with what you're saying. Like, we're saying this now, but we're not going in front of like thousands of people and saying it. Like, they put themselves in the open. You've got to be so careful, because anybody out there could have one switch in their mind being like he planned that for a week. The Charlie Kirk thing, a week.
He was a young lad. He was a uni student and all. But yeah. Anyway, let's move on from Charlie Kirk. I've had enough of talking about it. I gotta be honest. As bad as it is, I have had enough talking about it. But let's talk about the podcast. Yeah, I know. I had someone say that Charlie Kirk was a bully. I said, name one thing he's done that's bullying. They didn't answer.
Okay, he's probably done something that's bad, yeah.
I said, name one thing. They couldn't do it. They couldn't do it. I said, name one thing where Charlie Kirk was bullying the person. You won't find it. You'll always find the person either going at his neck first. But...
Did you even do that on purpose?
I did not do that on purpose. Okay. No, I actually... I swear on my mother's grave, I did. On my mother's grave, my mum ain't dead. I swear on my granddad's grave, I did not do that on purpose. I swear to fucking God, I did not do that on purpose. That was gold. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is they weren't like, they were having a go at him first. No, it's all ruined now, isn't it? We've had guests. We've had Kobe.
Yes.
We've had, you've never been on with Kobe. Well, you were on with Kobe, but that episode didn't work because the audio fucked up. But you've been on with Kobe, and you've watched the ones with Kobe? Yeah. Watch the ones with Kobe. We have had Harvey on. Harvey. And we have had Charles and Ash on.
Indeed.
With Ash's now...
Who's the best guest?
Yeah, Ash's ex-girlfriend. Rank all of them.
Ash's ex-girlfriend?
Yeah, they're not together anymore. Yeah. What, are you shocked by that?
That's great. Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah, Ash is a...
I'll have a talk about that in a minute. I didn't...
Well, I don't know, not publicly, but still. Rank all of those guests from best to worst.
Ooh. Right,
Tough one. Well, I think the best's got to go to Kobe.
I'd say Kobe, Harvey, and then Charlie and Ash.
Oh.
Because I feel like there was... I don't know. Saying that.
You know what?
I think Harvey... I think it's because we were all shoved in the car. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And we weren't really focusing on, like, we didn't do our normal regime. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We didn't
Yeah, no. Kobe, I think, is the best guest by far.
Well, Kobe, I think, is just like he's here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Whereas when we were all in the back, and same with Harvey when I was in the back, and we were asking like the personal questions. I don't think it's got the same.
Yeah, no, but I think it still worked a little bit. I just think the episode with Harvey was better. That's my personal opinion.
Yeah.
I'd have all of them back on. Just before I say that. Obviously, Kobe's come on 3-4 times now.
Yeah.
He's going to be a recurring guest till we end it.
Yeah.
Harvey, I'd happily have Harvey back on. I don't know if he would come on. Yeah, Harvey, if you're watching this, please let me know if you want to come back on, because I'd happily have you back on. You were hilarious last time.
And then,
although you got me through a red light, I blame you. I'm being charged for that.
Is that when you did it, when you were in the car?
Yeah, that was when I did it. Yeah, it was 2 a.m. in the morning. Yeah, I didn't even notice it, but still. Anyway, and Charlie and Ash, I enjoyed it with Charlie and Ash. Yeah, I did enjoy it, and I thought it was a good episode. Yeah, I actually thought Ash's ex was like the best part. As bad as that is. I thought she was
Ash,
funny.
I bet you hate Charlie, no?
No, I love Ash. Come on, Ash is a legend. Ash has got new music coming out very soon. He's got a new mixtape.
Oh, I was gonna ask him to put his music in my film.
Yeah, Ash has got a new mixtape coming out very soon. He has almost hit, I'm going to announce this now, has almost hit 1,000 monthly listeners on Spotify.
Really? Fair play to him.
He's on...
Clap harder.
Yeah, clap harder. No, he's on about 700 and something. So that is... And that's really impressive. Yeah, he's getting up there. But... yeah, he's got a new mixtape coming out soon, so everyone listen to Ash. And I'll have him back on. I'll have Charles back on. There's more people that do want to come on. Yeah. Okay. Isn't there someone who you know who would want to come on as well?
Yeah.
Okay. We have some good content coming for you this year. So yeah, please keep an eye. All right, recent beef taking place. Recent beef taking place between author, one of the best novelists of all time, J.K. Rowling, and actress Emma Watson. So, do you know the context behind this?
You kind of explained it before. I don't know for all of it, but yeah.
Right. So, do you know J.K. Rowling's views?
Yeah.
Okay. So she's very open about her beliefs towards trans people. But the more I dug into it, the more I realised how much the media had twisted what she'd said and made out that what she'd said was worse than what it actually was. So what I believe from reading articles and reading people was that she just hated them all. Didn't think it was a thing, just hated them all. But her main concern was them going into women's spaces and women's bathrooms and women's sports and all that. And that was literally it. That was a main concern, and the media made it seem like it was much worse than that. And it was also stuff on children and all that. The media made it seem like it was 10 times worse. And recently, Emma Watson did an interview, and she basically just she was asked about it, and she made it seem like they were still good, them two, and that if I had a bad opinion, if I had a dodgy opinion, I'd still want people to like me as much as I like them, you know. But the more I read into, and Emma, then J.K. Rowling went on an absolute mad one on Twitter after seeing that, saying that how privileged Emma was and how she needs to, and also calling out all the things Emma actually did towards her. And it just makes me think that I'm completely behind J.K. Rowling in my opinion. After seeing, I did show you some of the stuff Emma Watson didn't I?
Yeah,
So J.K. Rowling was getting death threats because of these things she was saying. Literal death threats online. There were videos, you know, the videos we saw of like Charlie Kirk. She was getting that as well. All of that. And Emma Watson went to the BAFTAs, and Rebel Wilson made a joke about her being a witch or something.
Yeah.
Emma Watson then came out and said, "I'm here for all the witches," and then you can see her mouth the words "bar one," which is obviously referring to J.K. Rowling. So that obviously poured all of the hate onto J.K. Rowling then. Also, yeah, and so for her to sit there and act like they're okay when she knows that she was the one who took the jab at her publicly, I just think it's quite ignorant, to be honest.
Oh, okay.
So what's your opinion on it? So first of all, do you agree with what J.K. Rowling has said?
It was just the toilets thing, yeah?
I think so, yeah. But she may have said some other things, I don't know. But the toilets, the whole thing about going into women's spaces and all,
right.
What do you think about that?
Right, okay. Let me think about this a second. Me saying this now, I'm not saying that all trans people have like mental illnesses or whatever, but I'm saying that there's a lot of weirdos out there, a lot of creeps, and they could be using that as an advantage to take advantage of women, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
So I'm not saying that, don't like be at me like, you think trans people no, yeah, I'm absolutely fine with whatever, but you've got to think there are really, really weird people out there, and there's got to be a separate space. And I'm not saying like, you've got to chuck them in the disabled toilet, saying that they've got some sort of mental illness. I'm not saying that.
Okay.
Yeah? Me saying that seems
Yeah,
like I'm saying
now you're saying that. You are saying that.
No, I'm not saying that.
No,
but because that's the only other space separate from the two genders, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But I do feel like you should go in the space where your parts. So if you've had surgery and everything, then maybe get to a point where you can go. But I feel like if you haven't fully transitioned or whatever, then you should stick to. I don't know about what I just said then, the parts thing. But I think there should be a separate space. And I agree with everything about that. I think there should be a separate sports, because it all comes down to when you were born and what gender you were when you were born. No matter what people say, you can't be like, oh, I'm trans, I've been a woman my whole life, when you were born a man, you know what I mean? You've got, in my opinion, you've got to say you're a trans woman. And there's nothing wrong. It's such like a negative thing nowadays that people are saying, oh yeah, trans, but just take pride in the fact that you're trans, you know what I mean?
There's nothing wrong with it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it.
No.
I know there's people, there's always going to be dickheads out there, isn't it?
And that is anything. There'll be dickheads to anything.
Yeah, of course.
You know what I mean?
Of course.
Like people saying, we're going to get rid of racism. We're not. It's always going to be there.
I go back to Morgan Freeman every time I hear get rid of racism, and that interview he did where he said, what was it? Black Lives, no, it wasn't Black Lives Matter, it was Black History Month, that was it, and he said it was ridiculous. And the interviewer was like, how are we going to get rid of it? And he goes, stop talking about it. Simple as that, stop talking about it. And I was like, that's perfect. Yeah. That perfectly just embodies, and you can't argue with him either, because he is a black man.
Yeah.
You know? Not only that, but he's an old black man, like he's lived through it all, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's ridiculous, isn't it? It's ridiculous.
But back on topic anyway.
Yeah, back on topic, J.K. Rowling. Yeah, but do you think Emma Watson saying that after her doing what she did at the BAFTAs,
contradicts herself?
Yeah, do you think that contradicts, or do you think that's just being ignorant, or?
No, I think it contradicts it. I think she's just very, she's a trans activist, isn't she, Emma Watson?
Oh yeah, no, but that's another thing. When J.K. Rowling put out that massive tweet about the whole what she thought about it, and then I think it was the same day, Emma Watson then posted, trans people deserve rights and whatever. And then she put a link to a trans charity or whatnot, that trans charity that she put, I've got all this from True Geordie, by the way. True Geordie made a video about it like a day or two ago, and he fully went into it. And if he hadn't made that video, I would have been like 50-50 on this whole thing. But that charity, I actually advocates for children to have it. Like, which is, so the fact that she's supporting that is a bit, because I don't support that at all. I don't know about you.
What, being transitioning as a child?
Yeah, like transitioning as a child. Absolutely not.
You've got to be able to see. It's a thing. Like someone said to me the other day that like, if you transition when your hormones are still, when you're in the middle of your hormones, then you'll like live your whole life as a woman. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. And if you go past, like, if you've grown up as a man and then transition, then it's even harder. So you should do it when you're. But then my opinion is, but you've got to. It comes to an age, like I didn't understand who I was at 10 or whatever. Do you know what I mean? You've got to get to a point in life, like, I don't know, 15 or something like that.
Yeah.
Where you can, fully know yourself or something like that. I don't feel like you can say when you're 8 to your mum and dad that you feel like you want to be a girl or whatever.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Because I get that you'd have to live then your years up until you're 15 where it's like, oh, I want to be a girl, I want to be a girl, and then you get anything. But you get a different. Imagine you transition and then when you're 15 you've come to understand more about the world and about yourself.
There's been plenty of examples of that.
Yeah, I know. And then if you changed everything about yourself, if you've got like surgery and everything, if you're able to do that, if the world's allowing you to do that now, then you could. That's your whole.
Yeah, it's down. Like people, there's actually people that try and say that surgeries on kids is a made up thing. It don't happen. Like people who say, "Oh, kids have transitional surgeries. It don't happen. People have just made it up." It does fucking happen. 100% happens. You can search it up. It happens 100%. And I think it's completely fucked. I don't know about you. I just think these are children in the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's a reason we don't give children alcohol and let children smoke and all that.
Yeah.
And so you're gonna mess about with their bits and all and chop off their fucking knot. They're like, what are you doing? It doesn't even sound. It sounds ridiculous said out loud, isn't it? But that's how simply you got to put it to realise how bad it is.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I just think I'm completely behind J.K. Rowling, to be honest with you. Now I don't know the full extent of what she said, but I know the main bits, and the main bits are she doesn't want biological blokes going into women's changing rooms, and I'm completely behind that. So
yeah.
Like I've seen people now, like after all this whole thing with J.K. Rowling, like they're saying, "Oh, Emma Watson was never a good actress" and all that.
Yeah,
and I'm like, well, that's stupid. Obviously not. The perks of being a wallflower. Hello. Just saying, you got to be a good actress to play that. But yeah, I love the one thing J.K. Rowling said in the thing, in the tweet she put out. She said, "I was not a multi-millionaire at 14 years old. I was living in poverty, writing the book that made Emma famous." And that is a line, that is a burn fucking line. Alright, Rafe, we might have to cancel Netflix.
Alright.
We're not going to cancel Netflix, but Netflix is being cancelled.
Okay, fucking hell, you're like Jimmy Kimmel, eh?
Netflix is being cancelled, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Netflix is not doing well at the moment. It's dropped in viewership, I believe, because people are starting to realise how many kid shows that are on there that promote transgenderism on kids and all that. Like, continuing the topic with J.K. Rowling and all, but I can't believe people are realising this now. Like, this hasn't blown up massively, because the amount of shows on Netflix that promote that shit is ridiculous. I've seen it all over Twitter. There are animated shows doing that. It's like, you remember that show with the non-binary cow?
That was stupid.
And that went, like, that show ended up being cancelled off that. Literally cancelled. Like, the show is not a thing anymore.
Stupid thing, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, but this is it all over again, except there are probably over 10 shows on Netflix that have this shit in it. And it's like, pushing this on kids is, I think it's wrong. I think it's just really wrong. I mean, I don't know about you, but...
Well, we've had this argument before. We've had it. We were on about the Snoop Dogg in the cinema, weren't we?
Yeah, we were on about that, but this is different, man. This is...
No, I think... I think I've got the same kind of view as... Do you remember what I said with the Snoop Dogg thing?
Yeah, but mate, this is different because that film, that was like a split-second thing where it was just like, oh, the two women together, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. These shows, they full-on go into it. Like, they have characters in their shows, like, change their identity mid-show. You know what I mean?
It's not...
And it's like... So this is... These are, like, proper characters now who are just... And they're advocating this bollocks onto children. I think it's wrong, man.
I think trans is a thing that could be... I don't know. I'm still, like, decisive. But I think, right now, trans is something that you could kind of maybe introduce.
Yeah.
But I think the whole non-binary or if you introduce all that, where does it stop? You know what I mean?
No, that's the problem.
Exactly.
It doesn't stop. Yeah, people say it's just gender identity and it's just exploring gender identity. And I'm like, it's not. It's just people making shit up. You know, I literally remember in high school when it was first coming about, and it was literally during lockdown that it proper started to go, didn't it?
Because of the internet.
Yeah. I remember there was a kid in my year who completely changed their name. And I was like, who's that? And I'm looking around, and everyone's just looking at me like, shut up. And I'm like, who's that? Yeah. And then they're telling me, oh, they've changed their pronoun. I'm like, what do you mean they've changed their pronouns? What does that mean? I was so confused, and I still don't get it to this day. Makes no sense. But yeah, having that shit in kids shows, and the amount of shows I've seen that have had it now is ridiculous, and I just don't think it should be in kids shows, bro. Not on Netflix anyway. Serena Williams. Yeah. We got a new celebrity victim, who, you know, someone who has been through it all, Serena Williams. You know, Serena Williams is now, I believe, 130. I mean, she must be. Because recently she went through a very traumatic experience.
I didn't even get what you said then. Oh, yeah,
130 years old, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's a true story. She was around during the 12 years of slavery and, you know, that era. Because, I mean, she must be, because she went through a very traumatic experience recently in a hotel where she saw a bit of decoration that reminded her of the days of picking cotton for the slaves. And
for the
slave masters. Yeah. It reminded her of when she was just scum. Just property.
Okay, right.
To the white man.
Okay.
She saw a bit of cotton on decoration and it scared her to the bone. It scared her to the bone. It, you know, it went all the way back before she was hitting tennis balls. You know, it was, you know, back when she was just property to the white man. And she even made a point of making a video about how disgusted she was.
Yeah, stupid.
There is a bit of a problem though, Rafe.
No.
You know when I said she was 130 years old, I lied. Because she was not around during those times. What was she thinking when making that video?
I think it's bafflingly stupid.
It's just baffling, yeah.
It's just like, it's okay. It links to slavery or whatever, where they had to pick cotton, but cotton trees still exist. Do you know what I mean? If back in the slavery days or whatever, they had to pick apples from a tree, and then you saw an apple tree outside.
Oh, it doesn't make any sense.
But it's so stupid, because unless the hotel was some sort of, you know, unless they did it on purpose and they put behind it, you know, I hate black people behind it or something like that. You know, do you know, I get why you'd, or like something like that, where it's actually like they've done it on purpose.
Yeah.
But it's a cotton tree. You know what I mean?
Tree, yeah.
I get that it's like it links back to then. You could say that about anything. You could say, you know, guns link back, or whips.
Honestly,
you could go into a shop with a bunch of whips, yeah, and be like, oh, I'm gonna get out my phone now and film the whips because they remind me of this.
Yeah. It's like going up to someone with a moustache and then going, "Oh my God, you remind me of Hitler."
It's attention on it. And
it's attention.
It's just like, you've got to... I think this is the point where it, like, becomes stupid with, like, talking about... Like, what Morgan Freeman said, stop talking about... I don't agree with that entirely, because if you stop... No, because if you stop talking about anything, then it's
no, but what he means is stop talking about it in a hateful way. Stop talking about it like what happened back in the day still exists. Because it doesn't. Not to that extent anyway.
Yeah. This is what I mean though. Yeah. So her doing that is just like, it's stirring things up even more, you know what I mean? Like, you get these people, like, we're very we're not racist at all, but like, there's people out there who are already racist, who will watch something like this and then get even more get even more ammunition.
Want to do it more.
Ammunition to say more stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it really needs, like, if it was a cotton tree and it was in like a hotel and then there was pictures of like slaves behind it, or something like that, then I understand why you're taking a video and you're like, this is really uncomfortable. But get a grip. It didn't happen to you. You know what I mean? It's like, it's baffling.
I don't get it. But I don't know. Celebrities and their entitlement to just, I don't know, pick out things and the littlest of things, then make it all about me. Me. Is just, it does. It does my skull in. It does my skull in. This will get ignored as well. What she's done. It'll get ignored eventually. I don't see why, because it's so stupid. But yeah. Anyway, 20th episode done. I cannot wait for this year coming up. Race new film. The trailer dropped today. Yeah, trailer dropped today. His new film comes out on Halloween. I will put the link in the description to his channel. Please go check out his other films. They're fantastic. Be ready for that film. And can't wait for a new year of Outspoken. Right? Let's do it. All right, in a bit, lads. Bam, boom.